28 December 2021 Morning Murli Om Shanti BapDada Madhuban Sweet children, practice I am a soul, I am a soul. Renounce the consciousness of your body. Simply continue to remember shivbaba and return home. Question: for which children does shivbaba feel a lot of mercy? Answer: the father feels a lot of mercy for the children who, even after belonging to the father, waste their valuable time and don't do any service. Baba says, you have become my children, and so you have to show everyone this by becoming first grade. Donate the jewels of knowledge you receive. Song: I have come with my fortune awakened. Shanti. Just as Baba, as the ocean of knowledge, explains to you children the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world, so he also explains the pictures to you very well. Baba was thinking about the picture of the ladder all night because it is the best picture with which to explain, and it is for the people of Bharat. Shivbaba is the ocean of knowledge. Thus Baba continues to make waves. Thus is called churning the ocean. Your children churn very little. Some of your children don't churn at all. The intellect of each of you should work. Baba has many thoughts about the picture of the ladder. The incorporeal world has to be shown at the top. The ladder is of the 84 births of the corporeal world. No one without knowledge could create this picture. Only you children have this knowledge. Even while creating the picture, your churning should continue. This is a very good thing. The incorporeal world at the top is also definitely needed. It is explained that souls stay in the incorporeal world like stars. After the incorporeal world, there is the land of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar, which is called the subtle region. In the picture of the ladder, only the things of Bharat are shown. Bharat was pure and it is now impure. All the words have to be written. Poor helpless people don't know anything. Those who were worthy of worship have become worshippers. No one knows this. Among you, all of you also know this. Number wise, a kingdom is being established. Some begin to make effort very well. I am a soul. It is as though they have forgotten their bodies and they don't see anything else because it is explained that each of you has to consider yourselves to be a soul. Consciousness of your body has to be broken. It is said, when you die, the world is dead to you. You have to return home while remembering shivbaba. Effort is required to make the stage firm. It can be explained using the picture of the ladder that when there was deterioration in Bharat, there was happiness, peace, and purity. Now that people are unhappy, they remember their home. It is very good to explain to anyone using this picture of the ladder. Go and sit down in front of the picture of the ladder, and it will remain in your intellects that you people of Bharat have taken 84 births. The 84 births have to be explained. Then, according to this, it is explained that those who come after half the cycle would definitely take fewer births. This knowledge should continue to trickle into your intellects throughout the day. In the golden and silver ages, people were completely viceless and worthy of worship, and they then became vicious worshippers. Because of becoming vicious, they have continued to call themselves Hindus. No others have changed their name. Only the Hindus had their name changed. Your children are now receiving this knowledge. Baba, the ocean of knowledge, is giving you new knowledge. Your children have to pay a lot of attention to the picture of the ladder. Even if you simply come and sit in front of any picture of knowledge, a lot will enter your intellects. Your intellects will continue to work through the night as to how to explain the cycle of 84 births. For half the cycle, it is the kingdom of Ravan. Those who are to come later will not take this knowledge. Only those who are go to the golden and silver ages will take this knowledge. Those who are not to go to the golden and silver ages will not take this knowledge. Look at what the population of Bharat is now. In the golden and silver ages, they have one son and one daughter. Later, there are some complications, but it is still not question of vice. The kingdom of Ravan begins in the copper age. However, because the silver age is reduced by 2 degrees, the purity is also reduced a little. No one understands about the kingdom of Ravan and the kingdom of Ram. Those who are to claim a royal status will study well. There has to be an interest in benefiting others. But when it is not in your fortune, you don't make the effort. If you continue to imbibe knowledge, Baba will send you somewhere to do service. Those who have an interest in serving will continue to serve day and night. If someone were to understand the significance of the ladder, his mercury of happiness would rise. Baba is the ocean of knowledge, and we children are rivers. Therefore, we have to show that day by day there will continue to be expansion. The kingdom has to be established, and the picture of the ladder, Bharat is shown to be golden age, elevated and pure, whereas that same Bharat has now become impure and corrupt and has reached degradation. Everyone is in degradation, and this is why Baba comes and grants everyone salvation. Some souls are good and other souls are bad here. A religious person doesn't commit as much sin. Prostitutes commit a lot of sin. This is a brothel. In the golden age, it is the temple of Shiv, and shivbaba it's established it. That is also called the land of Krishna, or it can be called Krishnalaya, means the temple of Krishna. However, it is shivbaba who establishes it. The picture of the ladder is also essential. A lot of attention has to be paid to this. By you are looking at the picture of the ladder, all the knowledge of your 84 births will enter your intellects. However, internally, you have to be very pure. Only when you have yoga with shivbaba would you have that intoxication and claim a status. Don't say, whatever I receive is fine. Whatever is in my fortune is okay. You should have an interest in doing service. There is no guarantee for your body. As you make further progress, calamities will continue to come with a great force, and you would then go back empty handed. Hundreds of thousands of people die in earthquakes, and so there has to be fear. We have to become Satopradhan by staying on the pilgrimage of yoga and make others the same. Your wealth never diminishes by donating it. Make effort. The Father continues to explain to you that you have to stand on your own feet for 21 births, and this is why you must continue to make effort very well. The time for making effort is now. No one in the world knows how we can receive the kingdom for 21 births. By using the picture of the ladder, you will be able to explain very well how you take 84 births. At the top, it is written, God speaks. The incorporeal, the pure fire, the ocean of knowledge is explaining. Those to whom he explains will then explain to others. Children, you are now receiving limitless treasures, and you should therefore take them. You should claim a high status. This is knowledge for the household path. When one member of a family takes knowledge but another member of the same family doesn't, it creates conflicts. The sampling is being planted. How we become worshippers from being worthy of worship is a secret to be understood. Those who become the most worthy of worship, pure beings, are the ones who became the most impure. I have entered this one, at the end of his many births. All are impure. The father explains, Dada also explains, and the Dadis also explain. This is the only business of brothers and sisters. If those who live at home become as pure as a lotus, they can go ahead faster than you. Those who live in the forest of thrones and continue to do service receive a greater reward. Those who live at home with their family and do very good service will enjoy themselves a lot doing service. Shivbaba will also help. He would say, okay, leave your job and go there, serve at such and such a place. For instance, you receive invitations for projector show. Also, take with your 4 to 5 main pictures. Go and do service there and come back. Those who are interested in doing service would say, we will go and explain. Centers can also be opened there. You can receive many invitations. Service will continue to grow. The Father will sing your praise. This child does very good service. Some run miles away from service. By having an interest in doing service, you also receive help. The more of the Father's service you do, the more power you will receive and the more your lifespans will increase. Your mercury of happiness will rise. You will also become well known in your own clan. If you can become so elevated by making effort, you should then make that such effort. It can be known from your activities whether you have an interest in doing service day and night. Be concerned about your earnings. This income is very great. Sometimes even Baba has a thought of going to refresh some children. They would become very happy. Baba only remembers the serviceable children. At Amrit Vela, a very good dance of the churning of knowledge takes place. Whatever someone's business is, that is what he remains occupied in. There can be very good churning in the morning. First of all, your children have to imbibe the Murli very well. Only when you revise it can you then give knowledge to others. In the early days, Baba would wake up at 2 a.m. and write the Murli, and then in the morning, Mama would read it and conduct the Murli. Even if you don't have a Murli in your hands, you can still conduct a very good class. The children who have an interest in studying the Murli and then thinking about it will continue to do service. By studying the Murli, they will be awakened. The work of printing Murlis will continue with great force. The work of the cassettes will also increase. The Murlis will also be sent abroad. If it sits in someone's intellect, he will become intoxicated. While he is walking and moving around, the cycle of 84 births will continue to turn around in his intellect. Nothing sits in the intellects of some children. Their mercury of happiness doesn't rise. This should be your business throughout the day. This is the most elevated business of all. Baba is also called the businessman. Hardly anyone does this business of the jewels of knowledge. It should turn around in your intellects throughout the day, and you should also remain intoxicated with happiness. This happiness is all internal. The soul experiences happiness. Oh, I have now found Baba. The unlimited Father has told us the story of 84 births. Children would, of course, say thanks to their father and teacher. When a student passes because of the teacher, he sends a gift to his teacher. You children know Baba teaching us the highest education through which we became the masters of the world. This study is very easy, but you don't pay full attention to it. This knowledge is first class. By understanding it, you receive limitless treasures in the future. It is a wonder. Each of you children can understand what grade you can attain. Everything depends on the service you do. Baba would say, come away from the third grade and come into the first grade, for only then will you be able to attain a status. The results are announced for 21 births. Baba feels mercy when you waste your time unnecessarily. Baba explains, according to the drama plan, I have to come to grant you salvation. This is the world of degradation. When you ask them, are you in degradation? They would reply, this is heaven for us. We are sitting in heaven. It doesn't enter their intellects that the golden age is called heaven. There are great scholars and pundits. It doesn't enter any of their intellects that this is the Iron Age old world. They sit there in great arrogance. There is such a strong influence of the path of devotion. There is a lot of pomp in devotion. So many hundreds of thousands of people go to the Kumbh Mela, men's gatherings. This is the final pomp. Maya doesn't allow you to come to this side. She continues to blow and bite like a mouse with her mouth and sucks all your blood away. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point. Wake up early in the morning and churn the ocean of knowledge. Read the Murli, churn it and imbibe it. Do the business of the imperishable jewels of knowledge. Second point. Have a great interest in doing service. There is no guarantee for your body. Therefore, accumulate your earnings for 21 births now. Blessing. May you keep your register clean with the power of silence and be loved by God and divine family. Explanation. Just as science has created an invention whereby whatever you have written can be erased, so you can't even tell something was written on it. In the same way, clean your register with the power of silence, and you will be loved by God and the divine family. Everyone loves honesty and cleanliness. This is why you must not let any wasteful thoughts or wasteful actions stay from one day to the next. Let the past be the past and put a full stop, and your register will remain clean, and the Lord will be pleased. Slogan. To have wasteful thoughts or to be instrumental in creating wasteful thoughts in others is also impurity. Om Shanti